Come on. Let's go to work, babies. Let's go to work. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to go. Let's go. Let's go to work. Okay.
Oh my
Good
God.
morning. God bless. It is a Throwback Thursday. It is Thursday, October the 26th, 2023, 6 minutes after the hour. Welcome, everyone, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat rooms open, or you can call in 570-982-6950. This is where we give you morning love. This is where you get your morning started right. We're just going to jump right into this. SennyJ, good morning. God bless you. Looking good. I hope everything's okay with you. Good morning. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Sean. I am doing amazing. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally, because it's a lot. So make sure you stick around for that.
Well, definitely stick around for all that SennyJ has to offer. Pause. Now, we're going to jump right into this show. Thank you so much. We were off Monday. Why? SennyJ, I went to visit my grandchild. Let's clap for me.
Yay! I'm so happy, Sean.
Thank
Tell
you.
us about it.
Well, listen, first of all, guys, welcome to the chat room. We appreciate you, LaShawn Haynes Jones. I thought about you. I'm going to talk about you in a moment. Uh,
All right.
Danielle Williams, God bless.
Let
And
me share the page.
you guys have been following my journey about uh, not being a grandfather. Well, shout out to my daughter and her man, Joseph. My prophecy was fulfilled, so was theirs. Uh, baby Jace entered the world last Saturday that just passed. Jace Renee is his name. The middle name is dedicated to my ex-wife. Uh, I thought that was such an honor that my daughter and her man included my ex-wife there, her mother into Jace's name. And I have this smile on my face constantly since last Saturday. I can't get this stupid smile off my face. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And as you see, I documented it on social media. I took the bus. I live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I took the bus to New York City. Why? Because my daughter gave birth at Mount Sinai on the west side of Manhattan, over there by Columbus Circle. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me leave the vehicle home, take the bus to New York City. I thought it was in my head, it made sense to me. There was nowhere to park over there. Or you can park over there, but you can park on the street. You got to come outside every 7 minutes to put $14 in a parking meter. And the New York City tow vehicles are out there towing your cars. You already know if you grew up or you worked in the New York area or any major metropolitan area in this country. So I researched it. Parking was $60 for those 3 hours. I was like, man, $50 in gas. So it's already over $100. And then plus the tolls. And then it eliminated the aggravation of parking. So I took the bus from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania to the Port Authority, which my pleasant surprise, I didn't even know that the 6:25 a.m. bus that left out of Bethlehem went straight to the Port Authority. And the bus was half full, so it was only 20 of us on the bus. So everybody had their own seats and the seat next to them. Arrived in uh, Times Square. Now remember, the hospital's on 58th and 10th. I get off the bus at 42nd and 8th Avenue. Guess what I did, everybody? You know what I did. You know what I did. I walked from 42nd Street and 8th Avenue to 10th Avenue and 58th. I sure did. It was a beautiful, breezy morning outside. Got to the hospital, and then there was a young lady that was there at the reception desk at the hospital, sort of that new. She was a Puerto Rican young lady with that New York attitude that I love. She was like, "Good morning, what's good?" Literally, she said that to me. Like we were in this prestigious hospital. I was like, I'll come up here, see my daughter just had a child. I got there 8:49. She was like, visiting hours is not until 9 o'clock. You got about 10 minutes. Just stand over there and wait. Sort of rudish, but at the same time professional. At the same time, that New York swag. So SennyJ, I waited there 10 minutes, and all this time I'm feeling this euphoria, and I'm feeling excited because I knew I was minutes away from seeing my grandson.
I
And Cindy,
know.
I get upstairs and I lay eyes on my grandson for the first time. I got emotional, but at the same time, I was like really shocked. And like this baby was here, and I felt like this was actually my child for some weird reason. But
It is.
Cindy, my daughter, the nurse was like, my daughter's like, pick him up. I was like, I can't do that. I can't pick up the baby. The
Wait,
baby was literally 70 hours old. I'm not picking up nothing that's 70 hours old. The baby was too small and too fragile, and it's been a minute since I picked up a baby.
I know
So
your picture with the baby was a little.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, like no, I can't. This bill, I can't afford this. And a lot of us as babies, we've been dropped on the floor. That's why we got a lot of mental issues anyway. So
That's hilarious.
Cindy, to the rescue was the nurse, the registered nurse. She said to me, "Sir, don't worry about it." Because my daughter's like, "Pick up the baby." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not picking up your baby. We're not doing that." And let me wash my hands 100 times anyway. And I didn't even have a mask. But for some reason, now that I got a grandson, I want to wear a mask when I done spread this COVID to about 6,000 people.
Exactly.
Cindy, the registered nurse said, "I got you." She picked up the baby. As a nurse should, like anybody else knew that know how to pick. Put a number on chat room if you know how to pick up those newborns. I'm talking about those babies that's under 100 hours old. Cindy, this nurse gracefully picked this baby up. Oh my God, just she picked her up like there was so much love, like if it was like she was catching a football. She scooped the baby up. She handed the baby to me, Cindy. And because I'm still coordinated, because I'm an athlete from back in the days I used to be, she gave me the John Stockton Malone assist. The baby was right into my
Now you're
hand.
using basketball references for the baby pickup. I can't. I
We did the call. We did the John Stockton, Karl Malone 1-2, the Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and she handed me this baby, and I looked at this baby, Cindy, and the baby looked at me, and we looked at each other, and I was like, "Welcome to the world." And I couldn't stop smiling. And then, literally 20 seconds after that, I handed the baby back to the nurse. I didn't want no parts of that smoke, and I don't want no parts of that bill. Now, while all this is going on, my daughter and her man, baby father, they're signing all kind of paperwork to get released from the hospital and all type of "this is your baby" kind of legal letters. And I stayed for a couple of hours, and like I said, I couldn't wipe the smile off my face.
oh,
And I went back home, and then we FaceTimed, and then now my daughter's back home where she lives, and we've been video chatting with the baby ever since. And I'm scheduled to go up there in a few weeks where she lives in Connecticut to see my grandson again with my wife and the rest of my family. So has been a happy time, a joyous moment for the Harvey clan where we have this new addition into the family, and we are so grateful and so happy. And I want to thank everyone in the chat room. And Cindy, I was talking to you the other day, and we both collectively decided that the chat room will give me my proper name as a grandfather. Now, remember, I'm a grandfather, but y'all can still see I still got that young swag, and the young folks love me. So I'm not that old grandfather. I'm not that guy. But what I'm saying is this.
I love how you put that on yourself.
Yeah, I
That
put that
you're
on
not,
myself.
that you're not
Because,
old. You're
yeah,
young and hip, and the kids love you.
that's right. And that's what I'm putting out in the universe because all that hate is going to come back this way. And that's why I just discarded the hate. You understand? Now,
Not self-proclaimed unk.
that's right. That's right. I need you guys in the chat room to help me out. What would be my official title? Grandfather? Cindy, listen, before we get into the show, should it be grandfather with all the syllables? Grandfather. Good afternoon, grandfather. I don't know.
I can't stop.
Should it be my neighbor? I don't know.
What about unk?
Unc? Yeah. Right. Unc? Uh Steve?
Not Steve. Or what about like just regular grandpa? Do you like that? Because I know a lot of grandmas, they're a little, they're young now, they don't want to be called grandma. So I don't know. Do you like grandpa? Do you like the sound of that? Pop, pop,
uh
pappy.
let's Pappy. Cindy, let's get some names up. Pause. Put
But
them in
wait,
chat.
her man is Spanish, right?
Yeah, he's
Does
100%.
he have grandparents? Does I mean, are his parents like involved? Is his both his parents there? Do you know?
Yeah, well, his mother is there, and
Okay, so then maybe you
yeah,
can take a.
he's 100% Puerto Rican from the Bronx, so that makes us all cousins. He's not Dominican, he's not Mexican, he's Puerto Rican. And if you're from the Bronx, like I am, and like if you're from the Bronx, you already know that Puerto Ricans and regular blacks in the Bronx, we've been relatives with each other for the last 2 generations.
I'm weak.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team with SennyJ. Who's this?
Shawn, how you doing? It's Mike Grassley.
Hey, Mike Rusty.
Good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
I wanted to say congratulations to you, brother. I'm so happy for you. And I was sitting there thinking, I said, you and I are probably two of the oldest first grandparents that I know. All my friends have been grandparents for years. I was 59 when I became a grandfather. You were the same age bracket. You know what I mean? It's an all good thing. And you're about to go through the most amazing experiences in your life. In the beginning, it's just going to be like the baby just lays there and you look at him and it's, oh, oh, oh. But then as you get older, it starts to move around and do things. You're going to go through the situation where you are frustrating the hell out of your grandson because my grandson tries to talk to me now and I don't understand a word coming out of his mouth. And sometimes he looks at me like, this neighbor is stupid as hell.
Right.
But it's a beautiful thing. And from me to you, like my grandson, he's almost 3. And to be straight up, he is literally my best friend.
Wow.
He is literally my best friend. When I go see him, he takes me by my hand and shows me his whole place, no matter how many times I'm there, brings every toy out that wants me to play with. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just enjoying him. And you're going to be in that spot. Now, I'm not going to keep you as far as names. My grandson calls me Baba. And that's because some time ago I found out that's what they call the elders, the grandparents, in Arabic and African countries.
Right.
That's what they call them, Baba. But I love that. But this is what I was thinking. Just be pops, man. Be pops, because this is what I'm saying. When they get older, the cute name you have now is okay. But when they get older and you have grandsons and maybe or granddaughters, when you that old man sitting in the chair and they come see you and they say, "Hey, Pops," and kiss you on your forehead, it's going to be like nothing else in the world, man. Nothing else. But like I'm saying, I just want you to go through these things you're about to go through. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. The baby's not fragile. They're not going to break in your hands. Hold that baby. Smell that baby. And then just enjoy yourself, man. Congratulations to you. That's all I want to say.
Hey, thank you. And Mike, first of all, Mike, we appreciate you. And, we all love you in the chat room. And, Mike, remember, Mike was with that journey for the last couple of years. And I shared with him, and everyone here on this show, how I wasn't a grandfather. And then he had a grandbaby. He's 59. I'm 58. I feel like we just all in this together. And Mike, I truly appreciate you. Pops. That's one. Let's put that on the list right there, City. Pops, okay?
Yeah, I think your your niece Shannon, she had put Pop Harvey in the chat room.
Okay. Hey, Mike, man, love you to death, man. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Love you. Congratulations.
Appreciate you. And the funny thing, Shannon, Cindy, I was talking to my niece, Shannon, the other day, right? That's in the chat room. She goes, you guys, you should have had a baby shower. And I was like, well, I wasn't thinking about that. I say that respectively. But I said to my niece, I said, listen, we've had a baby shower on the show before.
Yeah.
A big baby shower. And but thank you, Shannon. I didn't even, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even think of it. But I appreciate your thoughts. Now, Pops, listen, before we move on, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show with the Wake Up Team. That's SennyJ and Miss Miko. Guys in the chat room, you guys are going to choose which name that my beloved grandson will call me for the rest of my life.
So much pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, chat room. You got to come up with a good one, because if it's one, even if you're all like it and I don't like it, we're not doing it.
What did some people, LaShawn Hayes Jones said G-Pop, G-Pop or G-Poppy. I don't like those, LaShawn.
Right.
Tasha Real Song said G-Pop. Prentice said Stinky.
Steve. And you know my favorite one is Steve.
Why Steve?
I don't know. It's just weird. All right, so
well, I'll make sure I post it in the group room and we can expand the choices. But
tomorrow,
kind of cool. I like that, Pop Harvey. I kind of like that. But we'll see. Right. What did you call your grandfather?
He passed away when I was 5, so I saw him on obituary. And my mother was like, "There go your grandfather," and I was like, I was too busy trying to focus on those now and later.
Okay, sorry. Or keep it Spanish. Abuelo, you know what I'm saying?
Abuelo, yes. We could keep it Spanish.
We'll throw it in there.
We'll throw it in there. But guys, you tomorrow you're gonna choose. Everybody's gonna choose, and you guys are gonna choose this name. And my beloved wife is traumatized at this moment. I'm like, you're a grandmother. She's like, oh my God. She's 19 years younger than me. She just that's not registering in her head.
Yeah, you're a grandma. Don't worry about it, girl.
So I said, so what we gonna call you, grandmother? And she was like, oh no. She came up with a name. She said Young G. So we'll see what happens.
I can't with Tanya. I love it. That's so
funny. All right, guys. So that's the journey. It's a beautiful situation right now. I am in a state of euphoria that I just can't remember when the last time I was this happy and at peace for so many consecutive days. I'm just smiling every time I think about my grandson and my daughter. My daughter's doing fine and she's doing well. The baby father's doing well. Like he told me the other day, he's like, yo, I gotta get back to work. And that's another thing I feel like I need to make some more money.
Yeah, Both of y'all, you and the daddy. Everybody needs to make more money.
Yeah, everybody needs to
So,
make more money
so she
right
could
now.
just stay home. I hate it. I was so grateful I was able to stay home while my kids were like young. You know, it's hard going back to work when your
Yes.
kids are so young. You know, so for
All right.
sure,
So, guys, welcome to the
get
show.
back to work, bro.
Everybody get back to work. Right. So, listen, this is the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We appreciate you. Once this sidebar before we get in the show, I thought about Princess Cox, no pause this weekend. It's here in the chat room city. Uh, I thought about him, right? And I tell you why. I tell you why I thought about him, City.
My friend.
Princess is in the chat room, right?
Yeah, he's here.
Everybody, Miss Miko's in the building. Let's say something real quick so we know we're good.
Hello.
Hi guys. Hello, hello,
Okay.
hello.
Hi.
So Cindy, I thought about while I'm in this euphoric state. Princess Cox, no pause came to mind. Pause.
Now he came to mind.
Cindy, those freaking 49ers lost again. Yo, Princess, bro.
You can't win them all. You can't win them all. Sorry for
Bro,
that, friend.
Princess. And you know why I was bringing it up because I put a wager on it and it was not a good look. Now, that was the sidebar. Now, listen, I want to talk with you guys about something real quick. So, we had this comedy show that was scheduled for the night. It's rescheduled. The club rescheduled the show for whatever reason. Fine. Now, hold on. Now that the show is rescheduled, I do have free passes for you guys next Wednesday in Brooklyn at
Okay.
275 Park. I'm hosting the show. We got a bunch of people coming out. Chat room, I got free passes if you're not doing nothing. Next Wednesday, uh, the doors open up at 6 and we start at 7:30 in Brooklyn at 275 Park, Laughaholics Comedy Club. Okay? So hit me up if you want those free passes. Now, this why I bring up LaShawn Haynes Jones. Cindy, she cashed at me money for a ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she didn't know that the show was canceled. And then I immediately responded back to her, SennyJ. And I said, listen, I got passes for what I just announced for next Wednesday, right, Miss Miko? And here go your $20. And I immediately sent it back. And I want it triggered a situation that happened with a friend of mine, Miss Miko. And everybody, let's clap for Miss Miko. She's back from. We'll get into her business in a minute. Cindy and Miss Miko. One of my homegirls shared with me that she accidentally cashed out a dude that she was working with an extra $300 by accident.
Mm-mm.
And the reason why she did it because she didn't have a reception at the location was where she was when she sent the wired money. So she thought it didn't go through, but Cash App alerted her and said, but she didn't see the note. The message saying it did go through. It's just, the signal problem. She didn't see that. So she sent it again, right? So now this person has the extra $300, right? See?
Mm-hmm.
So she stepped outside and said, listen, you got an extra $300. Just send it back because I gave you your money.
Mm-hmm.
The person didn't send back the $300 until 2 weeks later.
Oh, he spent that. That was extra.
Exactly. And it even got to a point where she was like, yo, I'm going to blast you out if you don't send me that bread back. I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to let people know what you're doing. And when she did that, the guy sent the money back. So my thing is this, Miss Miko and SennyJ. Somebody sent you some money like that, 300. Why just don't immediately send it back? Go on with your life like it never happened.
Right.
Why do we still have that attitude where, whoa, wait a minute. I know you sent it to me and I know it was an accident, but let me take this 3. I'm going to try to flip that to 7. Give me 2 hours and I'll send you your 3 back. Why do we feel so comfortable and not just refunding people back their money immediately? I'll start with you first, Miss Miko.
I feel it's not, first of all, don't group us all in together as everybody does that. Because if I would have received the money immediately, I'm going to reject it, or I'm going to send it back, or I'm going to call a person like, hey, did you know that you sent me the money twice? I'll be upfront because I feel stuff like that always comes back to you. So him doing that is just, he's just a grimy person, period, point blank. And if she didn't realize that she sent him that money twice, guess what? He would have kept it. I promise you he wasn't going to say nothing. He would have kept that money, not said a word, and went about with his life. But me, Miss Miko, I would have sent the money back immediately.
Cindy, you flipping that 300? It take 2 or 3 hours to flip that 3.
No, not for somebody I know. But if I didn't know them, yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm deactivating the account. I'm transferring the money and I'm closing it out. What are you talking about? I didn't receive anything. It never came. I get no clue.
Senny!
Get out of here.
Senny!
Get out of here.
No!
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
How well did they know each other for real?
Not like deactivating the account.
Just like she had a glitch, I had a glitch. I didn't get anything. She can't prove that I got it. You need to talk that out with Cash App. That's why you don't use Cash App. Venmo, all them weird apps. Get Zelle.
Oh my God.
True indeed. Let me tell you, Cindy, I'll have a Shawn Harvey confession. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Did a comedy show with promoter, paid me via Cash App. And there was a lot going on and the place was packed and everybody was grabbing this guy and he was all in his glory. And I wasn't mad at him. He did a great job. He's like, yo, I'm gonna Cash App you that money. I said, all right. Right here. My device is here. And Cindy, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell on myself. Cause y'all know I always tell on myself.
Yeah, tell it. What happened?
He sent me an extra $250.
Not $250.
So I gave him a.
And you just had a grandson.
I had a grandson.
That was for the grandson.
Shout out to James.
No, that was for the nation. So Miss Miko, I gave him a 4-hour grace period to hit me back and go, yo, did I send you something extra? I gave him the 2:00 in the morning. But I kind of knew that he wasn't going to realize it because by that time he was toasting up the bottles and all the toast up.
What are you to do?
Cindy, not only that, I gave him an extra hour, 5 hours.
No, that was your conscience bothering you. Give him an extra hour. That's cool.
Yeah, I gave him an extra hour. I looked at it as the Cash App version of dropping money on the floor.
Exactly.
And I gave him that grace period. And Cindy, to this day, I've never heard nothing back from the promoter.
Except after the show, because he's watching.
It's all right, Shawn. That is amazing.
Cindy,
was I
right or wrong with the 5-hour grace period before we move on with this show?
Well, technically, what was the grace period? Oh, that you were allowing him to you were giving him time to say, hey, yo, I sent you the wrong amount of money. What if he were to hit you up today? Like, hey, I noticed I'm getting my tax papers together. I noticed I gave you an extra $250 that day. Can I get it back? What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna say, yeah, here you go the $250.
After all this time?
I'll give it back. If he could prove that, I'll give it back. I'll give it right. I will admit, yo, you know what? You was drunk that night, bro. I flipped that. I had to flip that. Miss Miko.
No, it's yours.
Before we get into your whole situation. Miss Miko, you giving a grace period, 6 hours, 10-hour grace period, $250. What you doing?
I'm giving it back. It's $250. It's no money. I'm giving it back.
Okay. Folks in the chat room, has anybody accidentally sent you overpay on any kind of wire site, and did you give it back? This is your moment to be honest. Did you give it back, or did you keep it, or did you give a grace period? Hey guys, welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for listening. SennyJ, let's welcome Miss Miko back from her South Pacific journey.
Hello. Hi,
I'm
guys.
so happy she's back. Ugh, she was a day
I
ahead. It
miss
was
you.
very
I
hard to
miss
keep
you
up.
all. Miss you all.
How was it?
Miss Miko, how was your trip?
It was amazing. We started off a little rough, Shawn. I don't know if you watch my social media page, but I was on a plane for 17 hours to Singapore. And even though I was in business class with all the bells and the whistles, when I go to sleep and wake up twice and I'm still on the plane, it started to play on my mental. I was ready to get a parachute and jump off that plane. It was crazy. Going there was very, very, very rough. Very rough.
Oh,
SennyJ,
that's hilarious.
doesn't it sound crazy that a person would even get on a plane to even fly 17 hours?
No,
my
I
If I'm
can't wait to
flying
do it.
somewhere for 17 hours, Cindy, we getting this paper.
Oh my
She
God.
flew
No, she went to
17.
spend paper.
She flew 17 hours to spin paper. Let's clap for her.
Shawn, I did not fly 17 hours to spend paper. First of all, when I got there, I was a boiler because 500 US dollars turned into 7 million, their money. So I was like, I was out of control. I was tipping everybody. You get 100, you get 100, you get 100, you get 100. Yeah, I was balling. I was rich, y'all.
Right.
I was
And
rich out there.
Cindy, a cheeseburger costs $2 million.
I'm weak.
I
And,
was balling.
and who did you go with? I know you went with, did you go with your girlfriends that we always see you with all the
Yes,
time?
I did. It was 7 of us in total. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad that all of them arrived back safely
And
as
we're all
well.
friends, and there was no drama, no arguments. It was all love, all kumbaya vibes.
See, to me, Cindy, that seems like they flew 17 hours away for a regular trip, and I say that respectively. Cindy, they needed a SennyJ type personality on the trip to turn up a little bit. I think these young ladies that or these grown ass women that went away for 17 hours, these are grown ass, moderate fun, no turn up.
We need some SennyJ fun.
Yeah, you need a person go, where did the bitch go?
Yeah, like when me and Miss Miko went on the cruise and we had a little police interaction. I know that really got her blood going.
Exactly. Like
You need that. You need that.
right, if you're gonna go on a voyage, and let's get a dab of anxiety. Like let's
Not in
get
the
some
foreign
uncertainty.
lands. No, sir. Not overseas like that. Y'all ain't put us in jail. Nope.
Oh my gosh.
So you land in Singapore, and then what happens next?
We
play
stayed
by
in Singapore one night, and then we went on over to where'd I go? I went to Bali. I forgot. It's a 2.5 flight to Bali.
So
Oh,
Cindy,
okay.
they flew 17 hours to one location,
Yes.
and then 2 hours to another location.
2.5 hours. Yes.
2.5 hours.
Which was paradise. It was stunning. It was so beautiful. Paradise.
What was so stunning about it, Miss Miko?
I mean, the beaches were just so clean and the people were friendly and the hotel was amazing. Like it was just so pretty. Such a pretty place to be.
When we went to Costa Rica a few years back, the people were so friendly to SennyJ that she had her own butler, and Cindy was giving the butler $200 to $300 a day.
I heard Cindy had a little butler boyfriend out there.
Yeah, and Cindy, and it was weird. So I say that to say that, Miss Miko, don't you think that these people are trained to be friendly anyway when foreigners come to their country?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what did you guys do in Bali that was, and I know
Whoa,
we.
Sean, that was some shade. Are you trying to say that the people there aren't nice?
It was
No,
definitely shade.
Is that what you're saying?
they're not nice. Well, what did I say when Miss Miko was away? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you
How
get
do
your
you
morning
know
start right.
that they're not
I,
nice? You never
I,
even been there.
I said,
Don't be talking about the Indonesians like that, Sean. They're
I
very
said,
humble
Miss
people.
They are
Miss Miko.
extremely humble. And they kept calling
Oh,
me, yes, madam, yes, miss. They kept saying, so when
Because
I
the
saw
people
them, I
in
was like, I was bowing too. Every time I saw
right.
them.
And then when they,
everybody in hospitality is trained to be nice, but here in America, hell no, you don't get that.
and,
You
Okay.
get A1 service.
right, and then Miss Miko, when the Indonesian folks go home, they be like, more neighbors, more neighbors. Lot of blacks, lot of blacks, lot of blacks. Can't wait for them to leave. Get the blacks money.
No, the blacks was tipping. It was the other people that wasn't. It was the clear people. They wasn't tipping at all. And I was like, do we over tip? Because the clear people was just entitled. They was in there doing what they wanted. They just leaving. I'm like, wow. You're not gonna tip your driver? You're not gonna tip your waiter or your housekeeper? Okay, that's what we doing. Okay, I mind my business.
Okay, so was there any other black people that y'all run into while you was out there?
Yes. There were a lot of women girl groups there. I mean, there were so many groups of women just traveling the world with their friends. It was crazy. We didn't see too many couples. It was a lot of black women traveling the world with their friends.
Single black women.
Don't start, Sean.
It's just a bad
Don't
time for
start.
you guys.
Don't start.
Going on these women trips, you're going all over around the world with your same 7 friends. Now, Miss Miko, I see you guys took beautiful pictures and you had a great time and your stories were unbelievable. We appreciate you, sharing your experience. But so that was the trip? No, like y'all didn't do like, what was that? What was that movie, SennyJ, when the guy when the dude was the bachelor and they couldn't find him and they found him on the roof of the
we
whole.
ain't doing that. The most exciting thing we did on this trip is we all got tattoos. We all got matching trip tattoos.
I thought that was so cute.
Thank
I
you.
love that. You
That's
guys
the
got
most
like
exciting
little
thing we did.
airplanes with like
Yes,
the art line
yes,
or whatever, right?
yes.
I'm gonna get one too.
Yeah.
So,
Get down, Sydney.
so Miss Miko, any out of the 7 girlfriends, were any one of them a single?
I think 1, 2, 3 is single.
So did the 3 single women venture off to hunt down for some vacation penis?
Sean, I don't know. I was in my room. I don't know what other people do on vacation. We all had our own rooms. So at night when we break off, I don't know what people do after we go to our rooms. I have no idea.
Was there any conversations, Miss Miko, with you and your
That's girl
girlfriend?
code. If there was, you won't know.
Because if SennyJ was on the trip, you guys wouldn't see her for 2 days.
We would have to find SennyJ for sure.
You have to find Cindy. Cindy would be determined to find penis and talk about it. Right, Cindy?
Very sad I missed this excursion. Very sad.
Oh my gosh.
So I say this before we move on. Miss Miko, the next time you and your 7 girlfriends go on another trip, I guess you're going to Antarctica next.
We're going to Vietnam.
I would suggest you take the beloved SennyJ.
Sydney was supposed to come on this trip, but she had other responsibilities.
Well, she'll go on the next one. And this is what I do.
On the next one.
Thank you for speaking it into existence, Sean.
And this is, and I was about to say something else.
These kids keep getting older and older, just like I like it.
Right. Listen, they've been on their own for the last 3 years anyway, so we're different.
We're flying by the seat of our pants.
I say this. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your one star right before we get into the show. Cindy, you got that Dwight Howard story, by the way?
I have a lot of stories, Sean.
Okay, so we're gonna get into it.
If you want to start off with that one,
yeah, let's start off with that one. Miss Miko, I say this before we move on.
What?
It's highly recommended that no one travels out of the United States right now. There's a lot of wars going on. I say this to you, Miss Miko, and I don't
Yes,
care what anybody else got to say.
I'm listening.
I would say this: stay in the United States for the next 2 years until things settle down. Just go,
You always trying to get somebody to stay here, Shawn.
Meanwhile, if he
just
got a
do.
show, if he got a show in Panama or Jamaica somewhere, that neighbor going.
Yeah,
You
but
know
I'm
what I'm
just saying that there are some, Miss Miko, there are some safe zones. Vietnam and all these other places are not safe right now. We want you to, if you're going to
We are not
travel,
going to Iran.
yeah,
saying?
but you
Right.
on the, but Vietnam is over there close by China. It's in between Japan. Japan and China don't like each other. It's a lot going on. I'm just saying, Miss Miko. What is your husband saying about all this, Miss Miko?
Oh, he gets his freedom to go to the casino. He don't care. When I was going, he lived at the casino. Every time I call on her, ding, 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 in the back. I'm like, bro, did you go home?
He's
That's
like,
his
mind
peace.
your business.
Exactly.
And
That's his peace.
how often did you check on your beloved husband while you was out there?
Well, it was difficult, Sean, because they're 12 hours ahead. Like right now, it's 8 p.m. at night. So it was weird trying to get in touch with family members. Like when I'm up during the day, 2 in the afternoon is 2 a.m. I can't call you guys at 2 a.m. So it was really hard. But I spoke to maybe 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not you all up in the business, Shawn. Don't worry about it. She's outside, literally. Mike is a grown man.
I think Miss Miko's outside a little bit too much, CJ.
Oh my
Please.
gosh, Cindy, go to the next story because we're not about to do this.
You know
Miss Miss-
On Miss
and she
Miko's
about
day.
to be gone again.
Cindy J.
You
Hello?
hear that, Mike?
C-
Hello?
Hey Mike. Hey Mike. 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 Talk to your uncle, Mike. I think Miss Miko has been in these streets too many times in the last year.
Definitely outside all summer. Definitely
Right.
outside.
He needs to mind his business. Anyways, you want to talk about Dwight Howard
Let's talk
and
about
his,
Dwight Howard, girl.
and his trifling behind.
Hey, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on
Literally.
earth where you get your morning started. Right, let's put the hearts in the chat room while Cindy goes on with her first story of the day. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Okay, well, since I'm gonna start with this.
Hold on,
I
wait a
don't
minute.
know.
Hold on, wait a minute. Put a number one in the chat room if you think Miss Miko's in these streets too much. Put a number two if you think she don't. Cindy J, give me a number one. Miss Miko's in these streets too much. Cindy J, too much. Give me a number one. Cindy, is that number one or number two for you?
I am gonna give a number 2. Give me 17 number 2s.
Give
Okay.
me 14 number ones. Miss Miko is about that street. She's outside.
Exactly.
Oh,
So y'all better
please.
get out the way because she's leaving on a jet plane. Okay,
Hey Mike.
get out the way.
Hey Mike.
Mike, you too. You
Mike.
ain't gonna stand in the way neither.
Mike. Hey. Hey, there's some men in here. Hey.
Please.
Hey,
Men
there's
need
some
to
men
fight
in here. Hey, Mike. Put that foot down, bro.
Mm.
Foot
Okay?
down.
He
That
said
foot
no.
down, bro.
He said no.
Just have a travel to Brooklyn. That's it for the next year. Go ahead, Cindy.
Not confining my good sister Brooklyn.
Find somebody else to do it.
Cindy, wouldn't you love to be in the house with Mike and Miss Miko and Mike like, don't you, wait, no, you can't go. No, you can't go. You can't go this time. You can't go.
Miko would be like, okay.
Hey, Miss Miko, let's role play real quick. Just say you're going to Vietnam. I'm Mike, and we role play. Go ahead. Say, honey, I'm about to go to Vietnam. Go ahead.
Hey, honey, I'm
Go
about to
ahead.
go to Vietnam with the
No,
girls. I'll see you in 2 minutes.
You going to Vietnam? You just came back from Bangkok with me. No, fuck that. You ain't going to Vietnam. I'm telling you, you know I'm your ass in that hole. No Vietnam.
He is not, Sean. He is not built like that. We don't argue like that. Please.
We gonna argue like that now. We argue like that now. You ain't going
Absolutely
to
not.
South Bank. You ain't going to South Bank. Oh no, we
We
ain't
got
doing
trust
that.
over here, bro. He ain't worried about none of that.
Word.
All right, Cindy, go ahead.
Former NBA star Dwight Howard denies a sexual assault lawsuit that was filed by a Georgia. Who wrote this article? That was filed by a Georgia man. Um, Dwight Howard has denied accusations by a Georgia man who says he was sexually assaulted by the former NBA star and another person. Stephen Harper filed a state civil suit against Howard in July, actually, alleging assault and battery, false imprisonment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. In a response filed this week by his attorney, Howard described the 2021 encounter at his home in the Atlanta suburbs as consensual and requested that this case be dismissed. Harper's lawsuit says he met Howard through Instagram and they exchanged explicit text messages before arranging to meet Howard at his home on July 19th, 2021. While on his way to his residence, Stephen says Howard texted him to ask if another man or woman could join their planned sexual encounter. Stephen says he told Howard he was not interested. Once at Howard's home, Harper claims they were joined by a man dressed as a woman who identified only as Kitty. Stephen says he tried to resist the two men, but Howard and Kitty forced him to participate in sexual activity. Stephen was trapped in the defendant's bedroom and believed that he would suffer imminent bodily harm if he resisted the defendant's sexual advances. Afterward, Stephen felt extremely violated and humiliated and was in complete shock. Dwight has denied the allegations in his response, which says the three men agreed to engage in consensual sexual activity. He asked for a summary judgment with court costs and attorney fees to be assessed by Harper. Now, Stephen Harper also made a statement because basically Dwight Howard is just saying that this is just a money grab. He knew what everything was when he originally got into the situation. He made a statement and he said, first, this is Stephen Harper, the one who says he was bamboozled by the other man dressed as a woman in Dwight Howard's home. First and last time I'll ever address this. I would never expose a man or intentionally ruin someone's career, which is why I haven't publicly spoke about this until now. With all due respect, Kitty is an older, unattractive person in their 40s. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Hours into me being at Dwight Howard's home, he ambushed me with this person. Dwight never showed me pictures of Kitty, nor disclosed their gender. Kitty walked in with a full beard, 2-inch heels, and a 28-piece church wig. What? Immediately, I was thrown off, uncomfortable, and expressed that I wanted to leave. Shortly after, Dwight forced himself onto me, then demanded that Kitty drop me off instead of me calling an Uber to his home. This situation was truly traumatic and has affected me in many ways. Out of fear and intimidation, I did not speak. However, I will not sit back and allow lies to be told about me. I was not Dwight's first victim, but hopefully I will not be the last. And this is a supposed picture of Kitty that they have here. Hold on.
Child, that picture's a mess.
Let me see. Send it, inbox it to me.
Child.
This is Kitty.
I can't. I could barely.
There's a lot of extra on there, but the wig looks a little crazy.
Cindy, send me that picture. Cindy, send me that picture via Instagram.
Send you that picture. Put a pause on that.
Oh yeah. Put a pause on it. I know. I want.
Why are you starving to see the picture, Shawn?
Because I want to see.
Shawn, why you want to see the picture so bad, Shawn?
I want to see. Okay. I want to see the motherfucking picture. Okay. I got no problem with my sexuality. It goes with the news story. Yeah, I want to see the picture. Yeah. Send me the picture of the weird-looking man with a beard that's wearing 2-inch heels. Send it over. Send it over immediately. You're not going to corner me or nothing. I'm good.
You
Send it
solid in
back.
your
No, let me
manhood.
look at you, Cindy. Guys, Cindy, look at me. Look at me. Send me the motherfucker. Send me the picture now.
She's like, okay.
Let me send.
Send now, if you don't mind. Because Miss Miko starting all this mess. It's fine. She up there, why you didn't send the picture?
Why you want to see the
Whatever
picture,
you
Shawn?
want, Shawn. I'll send you the picture of the
Thank you.
transgender immediately.
Exactly. Send it Transgender Express. Transgender Express. That trans.
Come on, Cindy.
Gender
I'm tapping you
express
in. Catch it, Cindy.
that
Catch it.
transgender express
Hey!
that transgender express that
I don't
transgender
want no parts of
express.
this. Stop.
Mm.
Stop.
Did you get your picture, Shawn? Look at your picture.
Hurry
Continue on with
before it
such a
disappears. Don't worry, Shawn. I put it in on vanish mode, so Tanya won't find out.
transgender express transgender express transgender express transgender express.
Stop.
Continue on with the story, if you don't mind.
Ain't nothing left. They going to
Okay.
court. They going to court.
Well, SennyJ and Miss Miko, and everybody, let's applaud the return of Miss Miko. God bless her.
Thank you
Dwight
all.
Howard, born December the 8th, 1985, is 37 years old. He's 6'10", boy. And worth $140 million. And he doesn't even play anymore. He's waiting to get on the team. He's a dominant rebounder. Princess Cox no pause will tell you that. And I guess he's a dominant rebounder in every sense of the word.
No pause on that.
No pause.
I'm not getting involved. I'm not.
And throughout the years, there was he had another incident with a trans woman a few years back. We know this. And I'm gonna yield my time to Miss Miko.
No, don't yield your time to me. Don't.
Transgender express. Trans. And I don't know if it's me, guys, but if you look at Dwight Howard very closely, he do have gay face.
What's gay face?
Gay face is, it's that face. It's like all our antennas go out. Like, that guy must be gay. It's like gay face.
Never heard of that before.
But you see, he met somebody.
And you won't.
Listen, let me look at your face and see if you got gay face. Yeah, you got gay face. Miss Miko, come closer. Come closer. Let me see. Yeah, you got gay face as well. Cindy, do I have gay face?
Yeah, you got gay face.
Okay, cool.
You do. You do.
Now, this is a man who met another young man, Stephen Harper, on Instagram, and they started that whole Instagram text messaging, and then they started text. You think Stephen's saving all these text messages, Dwight? And boy, Dwight, you're a slob knob lover. Pause. You want to see the penis? You want woo? But see, you asked for something that you wasn't approved for. You wanted a threesome with Kitty. When you could have just smashed this young man and went on with your life. And how you gonna have a threesome and your child is in the house with two dudes?
You know where the child was at. How do you know where the child was at?
Cindy, he had his son upstairs. The son was asleep.
You don't know that.
And then you bring
They
it.
didn't say that in the report.
Cindy, research the story. The kid was in the bed. And you got Kitty with a full beard with heels and the other gay guy over. You want this threesome. The Dwight Howard, you're so nasty and so freaky, you couldn't even control yourself. And you simply assaulted this man sexually. And then the
Allegedly.
man, and then the man runs allegedly. Then the man runs into the bathroom and he's scared and he wants to call the Uber, and you demand that he doesn't call the Uber and that Kitty's gonna take you home. You don't find Dwight. You don't find none of this strange. And bro, the only thing you have to do years back is just come out the closet and say, "Yo, I'm a gay African man."
That's it.
That's all you have to say.
Talk your
You
truth,
can have
and everybody leave you alone. That's
Yeah,
it.
everybody leaves you alone. You can have all the threesomes you want. You can have all the gay guys you want. You could go on a non-Slavic tour. You could do whatever you want, wreck them, play, whatever you guys do.
Absolutely.
But because, and then you went on television and said you wasn't gay. Like, bro, like, this is, you're behaving like a criminal. You're sexually assaulting folks and you're not telling the truth. And you're kidnapping them.
Yeah.
And how do you have this relationship with somebody you randomly met online and start these text messages? All this is electronic trail, bro.
Well, if in the text messages he said that Kitty was going to be there and the guy still showed up, then that is consent to do what he said he wanted to have happen. So technically, it would be in Dwight Howard's best interest if he did have those text messages. Because if you didn't want to be involved with this other person that was there, then why did you come?
Because it's Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it goes to the fact that you wanted to engage in whatever he had going on because it's Dwight Howard. And now you were trying to
but
hold
still,
this
even
over his head.
if I was with it and I came to the house, if I say no, I want to go home, it's no, I'm going home. I can be with it all the way up until it's time to get down. I could be like, no, I'm not with it no more.
Well, Cindy,
so then he should have left.
Yeah, Cindy,
but
you
he's
do
over
have
here saying that he felt intimidated that he couldn't leave.
You got a 620
so
man
how do you
looking
that?
down at you talking about, no, you're not going nowhere. You be intimidated too.
Word, you're not going nowhere.
Yes.
You're not going nowhere. Pull out your dick.
Open your mouth. Like,
well, I guess he has to. Well, that's why
on.
he's gonna have to prove that. He's gonna have to prove that.
But Cindy, you do bring up a driving point as far as, yes, he had the opportunity via text message. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go home. But I mean, sometimes, emotionally, you get caught up. There's a lot of sexual energy. Somebody might throw in the threesome. That doesn't stop you from going over there. Yeah, technically, you're right. He could have said, nope, I'm not with it. I'm turning around and I'm going home. You're right. But in that moment, he was going down to hunt down some penis. Miss Miko's right as well. Both of you are right. Miss Miko's right. The moment he got there, said, listen, I don't want to do this. You got to fall back.
Right.
You got to fall back, especially when it's another man. Another man don't want to have sex, a threesome with another man. I think that really does mean no.
But I think Steven, the guy that is talking about this, he dresses as a woman as well. He's not male presenting. He presents like a female. So
did he come over there like that?
Yeah. Let me go to his thing.
Oh boy.
It wasn't like they were two female dressing men.
And what did I say? And Miss Miko, while you was in the South Pacific in the jungle somewhere, I said this last week. I said single Black women are losing. You're worried about there's not enough men.
No, because they all in Brazil and DR. That's where the Black men at.
Not only that, the rest of the gay Black men are taking the rest of the Black men.
Wait, that's him?
Yes.
Oh.
That's the one that's the Stephen Harper?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See, and Cindy, this is what you have to compete with.
I'm not competing with that. But
that's what you are competing with that.
No, I'm not. How am
Even
I? That is just then I'm competing against men as well. You know what I'm saying? For all that, we're all competing against each other because you don't know what people are into, right?
And you guys are losing the battle.
No, we're choosing not to be involved. That's the problem. You can't lose when you're not participating. So,
Dwight Howard, you should have a press conference right now and just come on out. Do like Governor McGreevey did of New Jersey when he got on the stage and said, I'm a proud gay American in front of his mother and his father and his wife. Remember that, Miss Miko?
I remember.
Dwight Howard and all the other basketball players that play right now, and boy, I know the active basketball players that are gay are really nervous right now. I think today, I want to talk to all the gay athletes,
Not.
especially the men gay athletes that are out here in these streets that's
Oh,
playing actively today. Come on out, man. Just all have a press conference. Like, just get together like when they sung "We Are the World" back in the day with Michael Jackson, all the rest
but
of them.
that goes again to the whole deal. Why do straight people need to come out and say I'm straight? Why are people forcing men to say what their sexual proclivities are? That has nothing to do with how they do their jobs, how they perform on the basketball court. It has to do with how you feel about somebody that you feel is masculine and them actually being gay. It's actually you, people who want that. That's your problem. That's not, what do you care about what I do in the
Yeah,
bedroom?
no, because it gives the person obviously some sense of freedom. They're trapped in this. You're right.
Dwight
They're
Howard
trapped in this
doesn't
world.
seem like
They're
he's
trapped.
trapped.
They're
He
trapped in
could
this
have
world.
kept this. The guy wanted money from Dwight Howard. So
It
if
doesn't
Dwight
matter.
Howard was, then if he was so worried about it, then he would have just given him money to make this go away, which is how the guy came at him. But
I
he
think
said, no, I'm going to take this to court because I don't care.
right.
I
But my
That's
whole
what I
thing,
like to do. And people have whispered about him because his ex-wife had came out saying that he enjoyed being with other men and that's
Mm-hmm.
why she wasn't with him, and alluding to the fact that he had problems and or he was molested and that's possibly why he is like that. But
no, I get,
let him talk about it when he talks
I
about it.
get,
I don't think
I
people should
get,
force him to talk about it if he
I
don't
get,
want to.
I get what you're saying, and I actually agree with you. But my point that I'm driving is the fact that a lot of these men they suffer in silence like this. I know it has nothing to do with their work. It
He
has
doesn't
nothing to
look
do
like
with
he's
that.
suffering. He looks like
Yeah,
he's having
because if he
threesomes and
would have
having the
came
time of his
out,
life.
if he'd have came out back in the day, and said, "Yo, I'm gay and I got these kids and I'm living this life," no one honestly wouldn't have cared. So it doesn't have to live this life, this underground type of life that he was living. It could just be all out in the open and no one cares. He's still worth 150, $140 million. He could still play basketball. And this is the problem
Well,
here.
I think the problem is not that he's gay. The problem is that if you sexually assaulted somebody or not. That's the problem. And
That's
that could
definitely
happen.
the problem.
And that could happen with a straight person. So
Absolutely.
what is it really him being gay, or is it the
Yes,
overlooming, thing of her harming other people? That's
yeah,
what the problem is.
there's both of them. I was uh I was assaulted by this chick in the nine line of Westwood
When back in '88, Sean, go ahead, tell the
back
story.
Please,
back in
please,
'92.
please. Oh my God. Oh
You know,
my God.
and I didn't report it.
Statute of limitations ran out, Sean.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
All right, Cindy, what else you have? Welcome to the show, guys. I want to see the hearts in the chat room. Welcome to Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Let's applaud Miss Miko on her return, SennyJ.
Hi, guys.
Yes, Miss Miko. I'm so happy my girl is back.
What else?
Um, yes. Also what we're going into, there was a mass shooting in Maine last night.
Mm.
A massive manhunt is still underway after the gunman kills at least 16 people that they know of now. I'm sure that's a little higher, possibly. This is, I got, the latest update I got at about 6 o'clock this morning. At least 16 people are believed to be dead from a mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine last night, according to multiple sources. About 50 other people have been injured. The person of interest is still at large and has been on the run for hours. The shooting appears to have unfolded in multiple locations, including a bowling alley where a children's league was taking place and a local bar. I was also told at a Walmart distribution center. The death toll, like I said, may be revised up or down due to the level of carnage. Municipal offices in Lewiston and Lisbon, Maine will be closed today. Officials said they would also close the library and cancel all events, including early voting at city buildings. They're saying non-emergency personnel should stay at home today as well. The nearby town of Lisbon, where police sources said the person of interest Subaru has been traced, also closed municipal buildings today. They said, please prioritize safety and continue to shelter in place. And then, the story just goes on to give different people's account of what happened, which it's just
Sad.
it is. It's really sad, you know. you know, another day in America, land of the free, home of the guns.
Allegedly.
So I don't know what to say.
He said allegedly.
Sorry to all these people that are missing family members today. It's a white man. Let me see if I can get a picture of this man.
Welcome
How
to
come
the
nobody
show.
identified him? Like no one saw his face, no neighbors, friends, ex-girlfriends, family members.
I think everybody was too busy running away, girl.
No, but they had his face on the news.
Oh yeah, they say they believe his name is Robert Card. They believe his
That's
name is
funny.
Robert Card. That's their
Robert.
person of interest.
All right. Well, Robert, you know what you need to do to yourself.
Let me see.
But, you better off killing yourself. But boy, we would love to bring you into justice. 2 locations, huh? A
Three
restaurant and
locations.
3 locations. 3 locations. That's what we're doing.
So
And
I'm
how
like,
many times have my plea have fallen on deaf ears? How many times have I said it on this show throughout the years? There you go. There you go, buddy. We need to find you. And we need to throw you in the pit of hungry wild dogs from the African Serengetis.
Not the African Serengeti.
Here we go. How many times have I said this in this country? I know it's never going to happen because of the gun laws and the gun lobbyists in this country.
Look at this gun he had. Why do we need access to these type of guns? Why? Why?
Cindy, I heard the story. I wasn't following it. Did he shoot random people or did he why did he choose those areas to go? Does he know the people or?
We have no idea. We have no idea.
Maybe it might have been some of his Facebook friends. I don't know.
Yeah. But what was he driving to different locations? Like that one, and then how was he at 3? They don't know if other people were involved with this, but right now it looks like he was the sole one involved in the carnage.
Scary stuff, man.
How many times I keep saying this? It's never going to happen, but I'm going to preach this to the day I'm off this earth. You want true gun legislation? It might put the gun industry out of business. But I said mark up these assault rifles to $75,000. Keep them out in the street, $75,000. Bullets, $1,200 each. Now, when you're angry in that, regular handguns, $10,000. A regular handgun that costs $600 is now $10,000. Bullets, regular bullets, $350 a bullet.
Shawn, I gotta agree with you on that.
Now what happened? Now people who have guns, the prior gun owners in this country now, you can still keep your gun. I'm not going to take your guns away. Those assault rifles, you got to turn those in. If you don't turn in your assault rifle, you're going to jail for 12 years. If I was running things, I don't care what anybody said. If you don't, you have 72 hours to turn in your assault rifles. If you don't do it in 72 hours, you will get 12 years in jail. Assault rifles are now $75,000, except for the police and people who are qualified to have guns, and even some police officers. But we're going to narrow it down. We're going to narrow it down. The general public cannot walk around here with these assault rifles just killing people at will. The gun legislation will never change in this country because the National Rifle Association runs half of this country.
Right.
And then, unfortunately, the numbers don't add up. There's 350 million people in this country and growing. And unfortunately, with all due respects and my condolences to this family's 22 people, 300 people, or let's say 1,000 people die in mass shootings throughout the year. It doesn't justify changing the laws. But you can't say that to folks' families who lost their loved ones by just minding their business, eating a hamburger in a restaurant. You can't tell it to them.
Right.
That's why I say get rid of all the guns. You don't have to get rid of all the guns. Just mark the prices up where the average American or anybody can't afford them. There are countries that we've all been to, or countries that we've heard of. Ms. Miko's been to more countries than all of us that don't even have guns. The general public doesn't even have a gun. Sometimes the police officers in some of these countries don't even carry weapons. And that's the problem here in this country. And it's unfortunate. And it's going to continue, unfortunately, until these laws are changed. And they need to find this man. And why do we live in a society now where we don't care about nobody or how they feel? How many times have I said, and then I'm going to yield my time, that each and every one of us need to go to weekly therapy. Weekly therapy. The government should allow weekly therapy
for free
to every person in this country, because we need to talk about what we're going through. Because in the times that we live in today, if we're mad and we're upset, instead of working on our issues, we redirect our anger to innocent people. Instead of dealing with whatever we got to deal with, we pick up an assault rifle and kill 25 people. That's how we dealt with the problem. I yield my time.
Not you yield your time. I have nothing to say. Y'all already know how I feel about America. Like, whatever.
How you feel about America? What have America done to you?
What haven't they done?
You American.
What has America done to you so bad?
I am so ashamed to be an American. It's not.
Give me your top 5 reasons. What have America done to you? Give me 5 of them.
They lie to us. They steal from us. They're a bunch of gaslighters. The pain that was inflicted on Africans and still that we go through in this country today, like everything. They don't take care of their people. They're literally killing us with the food. Like, you could go on and on and on, Shawn. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't see those problems here in this country.
I know you don't, because you're in with the propaganda. You love it. You love it. I want more of it.
That's right.
White, and blue,
Miss Miko, do you love the propaganda of this country, Miss Miko? Or are you ready to get out of here as well?
I mean, Shawn, I come from foreign soil. I come from overseas, so America was the end all be all. So I'm just happy to be here.
Exactly. Miss Miko, I am happy to be here. Senny, everybody in the chat room, let's cash app at least $1,200 and ship SennyJ the hell out of here. Senny, where do you want to go?
You don't got to worry about me. I already got my plans.
Senny, where can we send your punk ass to today? Where do you want to go?
Everybody already knows. Vanetta already knows too. I'm planning on moving to Bahrain. So,
okay. She's moving to Bahrain, everybody.
Yes.
So let's start this Cash App movement to see if we can get her ass out of here by next Thursday.
I'll come visit you, girl.
Please,
no, we're not. We're not coming to visit you.
Look into it. Bahrain, if you didn't know, it's in the Middle East. Yes, It is.
It
in the
sounds like
Middle East.
Bahrain.
It's a little island right between Saudi Arabia and Qatar.
There's
Very
war.
peaceful people, very rich country, no guns. And guess what? There's no gun violence. There's nobody stealing from each other because their government actually takes care of their people.
This is
So
Ms. Bigo, this is
keep
a male.
believing that America is the best and only place to be if you want to. But there's a whole big world out there, everybody.
Ms. Miko, this is a woman that wants to move into a region where several Arab nations are kicking Americans out at the moment.
Yeah.
Today, at the moment today, they're telling Americans to leave. But she wants to move to a country that has a kingdom that are run by men.
That's the first thing.
She wants to move to a country.
I was like, wait a minute, they fighting over there. I don't want to go there.
She wants to move to a country where it's 175 degrees every day. They're fighting in the region, Cindy. They are fighting in the region. They're fighting. It's right over their heads.
And please be careful. We're getting shot up going to the grocery store over here. So I'm trying to figure out what the difference is. I'm trying to figure out the difference. I could be going to the movie theater and get my head blown off. So I don't know what's the difference. I either die a slow death eating the food, or I die a quick death just walking outside my door.
I will take my chances ducking between a car in America.
Okay, and I'll take my chances in a well-known safe country. So
okay. Miss Miko, we're gonna give SennyJ a farewell party in a few months. But I want to let's place a wager in the chat room before we move on. We're gonna Miss Miko got her segment, then we're gonna get out of here.
No, I don't.
Okay, then one more story from Cindy. Put a number one in the chat room. Put a number one in the chat room if SennyJ will be here this time next year with Talk About America. Put a number two in the chat room if she's gonna be gone.
How many number ones you want, Shawn?
I want 98 number ones that SennyJ will have her ass right here parked in the United States with this propaganda life. Miss Miko, I'm gonna give myself a number one. I'll go over to you. This time next year, SennyJ will still be in America. Is number one or number two, Ms. Miko?
I don't know, Shawn. When she called me with this news, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, is she high or did she have a night with the Hennessy? I wasn't sure how to take the call. I'm gonna have to say number one. I don't think my friend is serious.
You got me choked the poor.
Really?
Let's speak up. So you got the 1 o'clock in the morning call as well?
I was like, wait, what?
She was in Bali when I discovered where I was going.
I was in the pool because it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm with my girls. And I was like, Cindy moving to Bahrain. They was like, what is that?
Right.
That's like Cindy high.
Miss Miko, when Cindy called me with this, I looked at my phone like, oh my God. Oh my God. Cindy, Miss Miko, what are they saying in the chat room? Number one, if SennyJ will be.
Number one, they say you ain't going nowhere. Princess Cox said you are too impulsive.
Are you serious? All number ones in the chat room so far?
Yes. Vanetta, she sent me that apartment too.
I understand that this is a shock, and many people are shocked because they believe that America is the best place to be. So I understand the confusion, but I am clear and I know what is happening.
Okay.
Let's mark this date now. We'll save this show. This is October the 26th. God willing, we're all
23.
Okay.
Cindy
God willing,
moving to Bahrain.
Right. Right.
The only thing that could hold me up is this visa thing. Like
no.
That's not a little thing. That's a big thing, Cindy.
Yeah. No.
You got tiny problem in my plans is this visa thing.
No.
My kids protesting, but they're coming too.
No. You got 1 year. You got plenty of time. You got Plenty of time. I don't want to hear none
I
of that.
do have plenty of time. I
So
do.
everybody, this time next year, Cindy will be hopefully in Bahrain. Uh, and we're gonna take bets on it. But right now, everyone agrees that SennyJ will be here this time next year. Go ahead, Cindy. Last story before we get out of here.
The last story. Speaking of planes and getting out of here.
Hold on a second. Hold on. How much, Miss Miko? How much is a flight from Newark to Bahrain? How much is that?
Let me see.
It's about $1,500.
No, hold on.
depending
I'm
on the
talking to Miss
Oh,
time.
Cindy, you
Miko.
did all your research already?
I'm
No.
ready to go.
Yeah. Miss Miko.
I'm ready to go.
Miss Miko, her doing research and us doing research are two different things. Remember, she's coming from a warped place. Miss Miko, how much is the flight?
I'm looking it up right now.
She's coming from a really she's not, she's coming from someplace
What?
different.
I am very clear.
How you spell Bahrain?
How you spell it, Benny? Right. How you spell it?
BAHRAIN.
You know it's a problem when we can't
It's
even spell the
actually
country.
pronounced Bahrain.
It's not actually that bad.
How much?
Round trip for November 26th on Saudi Arabia Airlines starts at $765. Turkish Airlines is $877. The flight time is 15 hours and 55 minutes.
There you go, right there. Boom. 15 hours, I can be in my new home.
Now she got the kids. She's forcing her kids to go.
That I don't agree with, but hey,
That's fine. That's fine. Listen. Let her do what she wants.
The mom, yeah.
Kids.
How much is it?
Kids that grow up overseas, they have a very enriched life. So there's actually great things for kids that actually experience other things besides the American propaganda and school system. Their school system is excellent.
They won't be able to go outside. Miss Miko, do me a favor. It could be 175 degrees every day. Miss Miko, go with the highest price so far, if you don't mind. What's the highest
price on that flight is $1,800.
Okay.
$1,817.
Okay.
The one stop in Kuwait.
Okay. Add another 500 to that. Now, how much is that?
For what?
Why are we adding $500?
Because you got to add on all the extra bull S money that goes, everything that goes
23.
Okay, times that by 3.
I see where you're going with this, Shawn.
How much is that?
$69. $6,900.
$7,000 in flight money.
That's fine.
Okay. We'll start from there.
I have cards and I have miles, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
United Airlines don't go there, Cindy.
What?
United don't go there. Well, she got miles, girl. United don't go there.
Oh my God.
And it really be your own people, though.
I love you, girl. I love you.
We do. We love you. We try to just give you some, different perspective on this whole situation. And how do you got it dressed over there as a woman?
You can dress however you want. They are the most liberal of all the Middle East countries. They are actually called the Las Vegas of the Middle East. So we can dress however we want.
Can you smoke the weed?
No, you cannot.
You're not moving.
It is absolutely illegal for sure.
You're not moving, Cindy.
To possess, cultivate, or sell.
How you gonna function, sis?
And how much time do you get when you smoke the weed over there?
You can get like up to 20 years in prison.
Okay, fine. Now,
even having possession.
Cindy, for you to even be seriously thinking about moving to this place, you would have to start today living a sober life. You're gonna smoke the joint 5 minutes after this show ends today. Cindy, you have to be sober. You can't just you have to live
that is a small price to pay for true freedom and happiness from what I'm experiencing here in America.
But here in America,
the mental exhaustion that I feel being here, it's worth it. I
Cindy,
probably won't need to smoke when I go to Bahrain because
are
I'll
you
be so
serious,
happy.
Cindy?
Because I'll be so happy.
You gonna be woke? You gonna be woke?
My eyes will be open.
Yo,
I won't need it. I need it here because I'm so depressed and traumatized and beaten down.
Cindy, you need the weed because you love to smoke the weed, Cindy. What are you talking about? You talking to a former crackhead, bro. You talking to somebody that did drugs before you was born. You don't smoke weed because you're depressed with this country. You smoke weed because you love to get high. You love to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. But
It's
if
fine.
you're going to do this, you have to change your lifestyle today. You got to learn the language. You got to get into all this if you're going to do it.
They speak English. English is interchangeable with the Arabic over there. So it's
Okay, so
perfectly
then you
fine.
have to learn the culture. It's a whole thing you have to do, Cindy, while you're
Okay.
getting the paperwork together.
Okay. I'll do that.
Miss
You
Miko,
can't do it in 5 days, Cindy.
It's fine. They have a very westernized culture over there. So it's not that big of a culture shock that people are thinking.
Miss Miko, you know what I suggest?
What's up?
I suggest a 45-day rehab for SennyJ immediately.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Shawn.
Immediately today. Check in today. Get that done. You come out in 60 days, right? You know you're sober, and then you can go and start your process on moving to Bahrain.
No, I can do it cold turkey. It's fine.
Okay,
It doesn't
so,
ruin my life.
Miss Miko, give me a 17 more number ones.
I got you.
Thank you. All right, Cindy, last story. We're gonna get out of here.
I'm weak with y'all. Thank you guys for all your support in this time for me right now.
Vanessa
Cindy,
Joy
we
said you
love
can't have
you.
your boobs out over there. You got to put them
Cindy,
girls away.
I don't even have my boobs out for real. Stop it. These are all trivial, minimal things, okay? Talk to me about the politics. Talk to me about the food. Talk to me about the school system. Talk to me about healthcare. Talk about that.
yo, Miss Miko, you might have a point there. There might be a boob restriction or size
Right.
in this country.
Those city
Like you
girls
don't
be
even know.
outside.
You don't know. You have no clue what you're getting yourself into right now. No clue. You
I
talk about propaganda. You're gonna get over there. You're gonna see what propaganda really looks like.
That's just your American talking.
Oh,
Anyway, that's your American. That's the American coming out of you. And I rebuke it.
okay.
Michael Grassi said, Cindy, you going to get there and forget where you at and start talking about we have rights. And that's it. It's a wrap. She been down there brainwashing the women, sprinkling.
Cindy, you know you can't get mad over there, and you can't put your finger up to men over there. You know that, right, Cindy? Cindy, you know they will put an apple in your mouth and beat you with a stick.
No, they
Oh,
won't.
God.
Cindy, I'm being serious. I'm telling you that they got whole different laws over there. There's a whole different culture.
Well, when you look up their culture, then come talk to me. Because
Yeah, but you can't look.
I've done a deep dive. I know what I need to know.
Miss
And it's
Miko.
amazing.
Matter of
Cindy,
fact, Cindy,
TikTok is not doing a deep dive.
Cindy, yeah, I'm about to say that. Cindy,
You're
forget
watching
about the
5
last.
TikTok
Cindy,
videos is not a deep dive, friend.
yeah, Cindy, forget about the last story. We're getting out of here. Miss Miko, you're right. I think, Cindy, you should do. We get ready to leave out of here. Put the hearts in the chat room. Put a number 1 chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Miss
Absolutely.
Miko, I believe you're right. Cindy, why don't you fly $2,300? That's a round trip ticket, right, Miss Miko?
Mm-hmm.
Cindy, why don't you fly to this country by yourself, stay there for a month, see what it's like first, and then make your decision based on your visit? Why you can't do that?
I've seen what I've needed to see.
Cindy, you haven't seen, Cindy, you're looking at your phone in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. You ain't seen nothing. Cindy, why don't you book a flight? Miss Miko, could you help her book a flight?
Because I
Cindy,
might not
why
come
don't you
back.
book?
I might not come back. I might not come back.
You're coming back, Cindy. You're gonna be like, I'm out of here. I need some weed. Coming back. What about the Hennessy? Is Hennessy legal over there, Cindy? Can you drink the Hennessy?
Yes, you can drink liquor over there in certain areas. In every like regular restaurant, they don't serve alcohol, but there are certain lounges and places where you can go to buy alcohol. Yes. Las Vegas of the Middle East. Think Las Vegas.
Cindy, I tell you this. I would never deter anybody from their dreams, whatever they want to do. I don't like this city. I don't like this for you.
Shawn, you can come and visit me in Bahrain.
I'm not doing it. City.
That's how you pronounce it. It's pronounced Bahrain.
So now we calling it Bahrain. We calling it what we want to call it.
No, but see, that's why you can't move there. You have to be ready to be in with the culture. You have
to do that, not me. Cindy. Cindy, why don't you go out there for a few? We gotta get out of here. Cindy, why don't you go out there for a few weeks and check it out?
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
Miss Miko just came back from the jungles of Bali. And she came back. She came back. And she has a report. She can report back to us her experiences. And if she wanted to move out there, she would, because she went there. Cindy, I say this. You should go in the next 6 months. Fly there.
I will.
And see what it's like. Princess Cox said, Princess Cox says, F it, let her go. I'm trying to keep you here.
He's ready for me to get out of America so I can stop talking about it.
All right, that's it.
I'll report back to y'all.
All right, you got the last word before the last word, Cindy. And we'll be back tomorrow.
The last word
before the last word.
Shelter in place. Shelter in place. That is the last word because there is a shooter out here. So be safe. We're not that far from Maine. We're not that far.
We're only 6 hours, but carry on.
This is Danilo Cavalcante all over again.
No doubt. All right, Miss Miko, you got the last word. Go ahead.
My last word is for my girl, SennyJ. Jobs fill your pockets, but adventures, they fill your soul. So fly, Cindy, fly.
Thank you,
girl. Too much propaganda in that statement, young lady. Let everybody put the prayer emojis up for SennyJ, please, if y'all don't mind.
And the heart emojis, because we love her and we wish her the best.
Okay, cool. All right, come on, guys. Let's wave. See you guys tomorrow. God bless. We are out of here.
Bye, guys.
All right, later.